Hello, hello. It is Nemi Batstone here with coming to you from my studio in Cooks Creek, Manitoba, 20 minutes northeast of Winnipeg. It is a cold one. Oh, I just realized this is probably too far down. Oh, because this is also in my way. But we've had a pretty windy and gloomy day today. Actually, at work it was wear your Christmas sweater, so I have mine on. And then tomorrow's Christmas lunch, so it's pretty much the last week before the new year, before we all kick into the new year and take some time off for the holiday. So super excited about that. I'm gonna double check here and make sure we're connected. I know it's been a while. It's been a crazy month between soccer and helping with the family as always, right? I'm just going to make sure I can hear myself. Yep. And then make sure I can see comments, and then we should be good. Excellent. So if you are there, say hello or give me a thumbs up or emoji or whichever, whichever works for you or you're more comfortable with. And if you're catching the replay, let me know if you're catching the replay. And I'm super excited to say Cat in the Post is back in action, which means kids can go out. Celebration starts in the new year, and I've been wanting to do mystery boxes because I've been cleaning out my craft room, and I have so many bundles and designer series paper and embellishments to just get rid of because there's just not enough space. And I figured mystery boxes is the way to go. But then Canada Post shut down for December because I really wanted to gift them this month. But looks like we're good to go. And I will be rolling that out in January as part of Celebration. There is so much with Celebration. Um, it's just for every item, or every time you spend $75, you get a free item. So I will be showcasing a lot of it this week. In fact, I have one here that I wanted to share with you today. So we're going to do a lot of coloring, a lot of techniques, because this week's Global Design Project has a lot of things going on with it, which I love, love, love. And so I was trying to figure out what's my focal point going to be and what am I going to use. And I think I found something, and I hope you really like it. But we're going to do some masking, some painting, some everything. So let's get started, and I'm going to flip you. And while I'm flipping, I just want you to know that I have been working on my plans for January through to March. Had a couple of wrenches because I'm traveling for work. And so I had to rearrange those. I'm also participating in a crop or retreat, as some of you may know, at the end of the month in January. So that is my creative time. So that puts a little bit of a wrench in things, but that's okay. So we will figure it out. And then I have my big retreat coming February 28th to March 2nd, which is already starting to fill up. So, and I haven't even shared the link yet. So that's fantastic news because I'm all about building a community and just really getting us together to create and have some real good fun. Okay, so I'm going to drop this down because I want to talk about this week's Global Design Project. It is a sketch challenge by Elodie Ventroux. So I apologize if I butchered your name. Please bear with me. Um, but her design is absolutely stunning. And this is the designer series paper, of course, that is I believe, is it retiring? So if anybody is out there, you tell me. It was last year's and it did carry over. So I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head. Anyway, so if you know, share with us because that's what we're here for. Sharing, sharing, sharing. Okay, so this looks like a lot of fun. So I'm going to show you some masking, some my design is crazy, but I think it's going to work. And you can see here, I have a ton of blends, but I also have some white markers that we're also going to work with because my design requires a bit of coloring. Now, white markers I also want to share with you because if you join my team in January for celebration, you actually can choose 2 packages of white markers. I believe that's what the deal is. I can't show you because it's in our celebration catalog and we're not allowed to share. So yet. So you get, yep. So your choice of two marker sets. So either a pack of the subtles and or the regals and brights and or which ones is it? The neutrals, which is on this next one. So at least I can show you that. Now I can't show you my packs because what I've done is I've thrown all of mine together and I store them in this totally Tiffany bag. All my markers, my right markers. So then when I go to crops and things, I have them with me and I don't have them in their cases. So I just dump them in here all together. So it's easy to find and gather, and I don't use them very often. So I like that there. And then you also get a stamp set with it called Handmade Designs. Now, if that's not your jam, that's okay. You have a second option, I believe, which is to receive, you pay 135 or both, and then you get $41 in free product. So that's your other option. So that starts in January. So just make sure you're part of my newsletter and I'll keep you posted on that. Okay, so let's get crafty. Because it could take a while, but in a good way. So I'm going to be using one of our new stamp sets. So if you are currently not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, you cannot order this. But if you sign up with the starter kit now, you can order this. And what's really, I wasn't like, at first I was like, when I saw the stamp set, I'm like, this is totally me and my friends. And it is going to be featured in the January to April mini catalog. It is currently in the catalog, not online exclusive. And I loved it because right away I'm like, hey, that's my body shape. So that's totally me, and I'm going to color like me, and we'll see where we get to there. And then I love the font and how simple it is. So we're gonna create with those, use them, and we'll see where we get. Now, she's got a bit of gold back there. I don't really have gold in my design or added to it because we're doing some masking. So it's not technically going to work very well. But we'll see what happens and what we come up with. You never know. Okay, so to start, we're going to use a sheet of thick basic white because we're going to add a lot of coloring in here. So I want that little bit of weight, and then we're going to do a little bit of splattering. So we've got a bit of water in there as well. So I'm going to cut this down to 5.5, of course. And I was debating on whether or not I should go portrait or landscape, but let's see if we can make it work going landscape as it shows. It might be a little tight just because of the girls. Okay, so that's our card base. And then we need a card front. So I'm going to cut this down to 4.25. And then this one is going to go in my stash. So I like to keep card fronts. And then we're going to cut this one down by 1/4 inch in both directions, or both width and height. And the reason being is, oh, did I cut that straight? Let's just double check. Looks a little crooked. Thought it was. Let's make sure that's good. Okay. Is because we want that layer and we want to be able to see that layer. Okay. There we go. So we're at 4 by 5.25. I'm going to move this. So this will sit on the front of the card like so. So we should be 1/4 inch shorter. Perfect. So this is going to be our base and our layer. So we're just going to flip this so I can use the back. And we're going to start playing. So what I did was I took a mask, our sticky masks, and I'm going to do this first. So we're going to do the girls first. So we're just going to center that and stamp that right down the middle. Hang on, I'm going to fix this edge because I cut that wrong. And now it's a little rough. Give me a second here. always good to have a nail file in your basic supplies kit for things like this, or when your blade becomes dull and you start getting that fraying, then you can fix your cardstock and no one would be the wiser. Okay, I think we're good now. I didn't want to cut a new piece for like 30 seconds of an inch. Okay, clean this all off. Get that clean. Excuse me. Okay, so there's our image. And I did not put that on that block straight at all. Let's see here. Doesn't really matter because we're just going to use the outline. And then we're going to ink it up in black because we're using blends and we're using water. So we got a mixture going on. We're just going to splatter. So let's make sure we're good. I don't know what that is. We'll see. And then I'm going to, okay, maybe I will end up cutting off their feet if I go this way. So I'm debating if I should go lower. Yeah, let's just do it. Okay, I kind of wanted it originally with all of it on there, but wait, oh, it's not too bad. Okay, there we go. Beauty. Now, I want to do some blending in the background, but I don't want to get any of that on there. So I stamped another one and did some fussy cutting. And then all we're going to do is cover this up, cover our image up so that we don't get any blending on the body and then have to try and cover it up because I'm using some um, lighter colors, some subtles, and then we don't want it to be peeping. Okay, so there you go. Ta-da! Can you tell? Can you tell that I actually covered that up and used a mask to do that? And all you do is fussy cut all the way around. Look, you can't even tell. Well, I guess you could tell because it's yellow, because that was what I was using. Okay, so now I did a second mask where I punched a circle. So I think that's my center. So now I'm going to center this around as best as I can. Just want to make sure. When in doubt, you can always use a pencil. Okay, so that is where I want my circle to be. And then I'm just going to check with my ruler. So our 0 point is right here at 4.5, 2.5, 2 2 3/4, 1, 2. Nope, 2 3/4 is right there. Okay, so I should move it. Oh wait, no, where should we 2 5/8? Sorry, I forgot I cut this a tad smaller. So, hey, that's not too bad. Our circle is slightly off by 1 1/4, a quarter by an eighth. Okay, I'm off by like an eighth. Okay, so I will shift this over just a wee bit. That's pushing it. Let's see if I'm better there. Now 2 5/8, 5 1 1. Now I'm too much this way. OMG. Like, I don't think it really matters that much, but this is my OCD kicking in. Okay, I'm going to be good with that. I'm not even going to pull it up. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I have two masks, and we're going to create a circle. So we're going to do some fun here, and then we're going to do another circle. So I've got some lemon lolly here, and I'm just going to take that and not get it on my, if you're worried, mask it. So we're going to just, but I'm not concerned. So we're going to just color in this circle. So we have this sunshine of a circle around me and my friend. Okay, so we're going to give that color in there. And then circle, 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 circle. And then go somewhere over here because I want that bright. Well, not too bright. If you want it brighter, by all means, add the brightness. You can make this circle as bright or as dark as you like. You could also use other colors, but I just chose to go with yellow. I was going to do wild wheat to give it that gold look. Hey Barb, how's it going? And then I changed my mind. So this weekend too, we had our Prairie Grass Stampers Christmas party. So another great reason to join now. We had so much, or at least I had so much fun. I shouldn't talk about everybody else because I don't know if they had a lot of fun. But we did a potluck and it was so delicious. So everyone just brings whatever they want, enough for 4 to 6 people, just your standard meal. Doubles are allowed because we're just, sharing. And then we did Secret Santa. So with some stealing. There you go. So there's my circle. And now this stays here. Ta-da! So pretty. Now it leaked a little bit down here, but I'm not worried. And then I'm going to take my lemon lolly blend. So yeah, and then we had some prizes that went around, and I did steal a present. I feel kind of guilty. Stealing this gorgeous handmade blanket, quilted blanket. It was so pretty, but I will tell you, I brought it to work today and it was fantastic. Again, our heat hasn't kicked in yet until like the end of today. Our furnace finally turned on, so I've been using the blanket to keep me warm. And oh, it was plus 17 in my office when I got there today. Yay. Okay, so we're gonna go like that. Okay, are you ready for a real? Yes, so much fun. Oh, thanks. I'm so glad you had fun. And thank you, Barb, for giving us the beautiful space to always be able to gather in. So, so there we go. And ta-da! So I'm not going to throw this out because I might use it again, nor will I throw out the other thing. So the other cereal. So what I like to do, now I don't always put my stamps on. That's just my covers. That's just me because I find it distracting and I never do it straight. I just stick these here on the inside. So if I want to use it again, it's always there with my stamp set. And then that's what that looks like. Look, it didn't even cut through the flowers. So now we have to do some coloring. So what do you think? Nice? Okay, I hope so. Okay, so we got just a little bit of coloring to do here. So we'll start with me and my big bottom. And I'm going to go in here with, oh, I better check. Yeah, light blueberry bushel. Because I thought, oh, it would be kind of neat to make it look like she's wearing jeans. Or I'm wearing jeans. Because I will tell you, I will never wear jean shorts. But this girl, she's nice and curvy and purty. She seems to wear it well. Okay. And I'm just going to pretend it's me. Me and one of my besties. Okay. And then we're going to color that. And like so. And then use my light. And I like to do little small strokes because that is what Wendy taught us to do. Although these are a little bit bigger than normal. And then I wanted to, most jean material is lighter on the inside, right? But then I was like, nope, that's not going to work. Because when I was coloring in, then I was trying to make it lighter by using the color lifter. I just could not do it. And then I tried doing it dark, and then I was like, okay, now I'm just wrecking it all. So I'm just going to leave it like this and add some dark in here. And then in this little corner here to give it some shadowing. And then maybe up in there as well. but we want that pocket to really stand out. And then I'm going to come in again with my light. Oh boy, the boys are home. And color that in. Now, if I leave it like this, that will all stay light. So let's do that for now and see where we get. On my original one, I colored the whole thing and I felt like it was too dark, but you know, we'll see. Now I'm like going too deep, I think. Okay, now it looks like she has an acid wash butt, so yeah, I can't. I gotta color. Okay. Oh, I'm just not good at this. So this is where I need Wendy. Okay, there's that. And then I'm going to choose to color her shirt. I'm gonna go in the line here like this. I used Pretty in Pink. That's right. Okay, so we're just gonna go in here, and she's got. My hair does not look as nice as that, by the way. Just so we're all clear. But I'm just gonna pretend I look that good, and it's me. Now, I assumed this was skin here, so this is the bottom of the shirt. It's got a bit of hair, but that's okay because we're gonna go in with dark. Okay, because my hair is dark. Okay, then I'm gonna take my light, dark petal pink. I didn't switch colors. I debated on bringing in Flirty Flamingo and just adding that little bit of darkness in there, but then I changed my mind. And just go around the hair a bit there. Then we'll come back in with the light to blend it in some of those spots. And there you go. That's her shirt. And then let's color the next dress. The next dress I used was Melon Mambo. And this is funny because these are like the old school blends. I found these when I was cleaning. Like, look at the difference. Look at the difference there. And then show you the tips. Look at the difference. So back in the day, the tips were a lot thinner, smaller and shorter, and now you get quite a bit more. So, but I was like, I'm not throwing these out. I'm using them everywhere. So I was like, oh, but I do find that I think the ink color changed slightly. Like this Melon Mambo looks a little lighter than the actual current Melon Mambo. But I'm like, I'll wait till this one all dies out. I thought for sure they would have been dead by now because these blends are old. But hey, that shows you how great Stampin' Up! Products are. Okay, so this is her dress. Then I'm going to come in with the dark and get that little bump in there. And then down here along the bottom of her dress line. And then maybe right along the top here. And down. And maybe just a wee bit there. And then we're going to go in and I'm just going to bring the other tip in and blend that together along that side. Okay. Just blending it all in like so. Okay. So you'll see the different shading because I didn't cover the whole thing. Hard to tell, I know on camera. And I'm just going to take dark, what do we have here? Poppy Parade. And I'm just going to darken that belt. Or actually, we could go with gray. Let's do that. I'm going to take my gray right marker and go in there. Not as gray anymore because I did the red. But that's okay. There we have it. That's the dresses. So now let's do the hair. So I'm going to do some light crumb cake. I'm going to do that as a base. Because we want to give her some highlights. I do have highlights in my hair. Time for a new crumb cake, I think. Okay, show that on the other end there. And then we're going to take pecan light, dark pecan pie light, and I'm going to do some of this in here and give her some highlights. And then we're going to come in with crumb cake dark and blend that in. And I think I gave myself some highlights up there as well. There we go. So there's our highlights. And then with her hair, I just went in with Daffodil Delight. So I'm going to go in with dark because she doesn't have a lot because it's nicely done in a bow or bun bow. Oh my. So we're just going to color in where we think we should be. And I'm going to do the ends here like so. And then I'm just going to come with the light and just fill it all in. So she's a blondie. Okay, there you go. So it doesn't blend in too much. Oh, I should drop that down. You can see it more. Doesn't blend in too much with the lemon lolly background, which is what I was concerned with at first. But it actually doesn't, it contrasts it pretty good. Okay, so now we're going to do the flowers, which I did in Poppy Parade. I could have popped it more and did real red. Hello, Kathy. Hope you're staying warm. It's crazy out there. I did not have fun driving down Dugald. I was going 65 kilometers per hour. What's that in miles? 50? And it's 100-kilometer zone, so that's what, 65, 70 in miles maybe. So I'm gonna do that, and I chose to go with the same color on both sides, just to make it balanced. But you could do different colors. What other color flowers are there besides? So red, yellow. I could have did a light blue, but then it doesn't really pop or balance. I just felt it didn't balance the other colors. But so please do suggest. Tell me if I'm crazy or not. Okay. Oh, yeah. Looks good. Looks good. Just going in there. Okay. And then we've got to do the baskets. So this is the SU number 700. I think that's what I use. Yeah. So we're going to use SU 700 and color in the baskets here. And again, I just use the same color on either side, even though they're different baskets, to just balance them out. Or at least I assumed this was a basket. And then I'm going to pull in these stripedy stripes. Thank you, Stampin' Up, for giving us guidelines. Just do a little bit there and then some here. And then we're just going to go over that to blend it. Like so. And there. Alrighty. What else are we missing? Oh yeah, I don't need those two. So then I was thought, okay, I couldn't figure out if they were wearing sandals, but I believe they are. I believe they're wearing flip-flops. So I'm just going to color that in here with some gray granite. Okay, bang. Sorry for the extra noise. Hubby and the older one just came home from soccer training. There we go. I think that's her foot. Okay, it's kind of hard to figure out. Now I have two skin tones. The lighter one, which I believe is 800. Let's just Double check. And then the darker one is SU 1000, which would be, good thing I checked. Okay, so the lighter one will go here. And I'm going to tell you, Laura's a lot lighter than me. And we'll color that there. Oh, somebody just rang the bell. Don't know who that is. Okay. And then I'm going to go in with the darker skin tone for me. Okay. And then right there in the belly area, I'm wearing a crop top. Okay. Don't worry, that'll dry. Dry a little darker. And there we go. Ta-da! So that is our coloring. So there's our girl. I hope you really like that. Now, we're going to do a little bit more because, so I'm going to take my circle that I had from the inner there and cover this up. Make sure it's dry. And the reason I want to cover it up is because there's some sprinkling, or I'll show you. She has some background in there, and I can't really get in there with that background. So I thought, oh, well, there's these beautiful flowers. So let's use those. I'm going to pull you up a bit since I've done my coloring. Make sure we're still good. Okay, so then I'm going to take, see, you can see this is brand new. I haven't used it yet. I can show you how. So one of the ways and tricks to putting and making sure these are straight is you take this off. And I like to use blocks. I find that the easiest. A clean block would be ideal. As you can tell, mine is filthy. And then we're going to stick that on like so, and then peel off the backing. Because now I put that flat because that is what you see on the top, right? So this is the side that goes on here. Now I always like to just peel one side and line it up. And then, I'm going to stand up, see if I can do this. So then we line up the bottom and the top edges using the block because it's see-through. If I can find it. There it is. And then press down. Now, I always like to do half because if I screw up, there might be a chance. Usually there isn't. But because these cling stamps are so sticky. And then just take off the bottom half and we're good to go. There you go. That's a little tip and trick on how I put the designs on there. Okay, so now we're going to take petal pink. Forgot to grab it. And then add some more flowers in there randomly. So take this petal pink. Let's see how dark it is. Okay. And then we're going to stamp some flowers. I'm going to go this way. Some here. And then some over here. Up there. And then maybe a few. Okay. So we'll leave it at that and see what that looks like. There you go. And then we're going to add a little bit of splatter. So I've got some Pool Party ink here, sort of. Let's see if we need a bit more. We'll just add a bit more on a block. I use the smallest block, I don't know why. We're going to take our painter, grab some of that, swoosh it all around that paintbrush, and then we're going to splatter. So I'm just going to practice over here. Yep, we're good. And we're going to add some splatter all over the card front like she did. And I was trying to find my Wink of Stella and I couldn't. So that's why I'm using blue. Because I could not find, you know, you rearrange your room and now you start losing things again. So I think I need a little more darkness. There you go. Alright, now we need a paper towel to clean that off. And all you do is you just keep squeezing that water out until it comes out clear. And your paintbrush is good to go again. Okay, I'm gonna wipe this. There's all that extra ink on there. Okay, if I find my Wink of Stella, that is what I'm going to add to this. Okay, I think we are done. Let's double check. So she's got splatter, she's got that, we've got our center, and now we just need our sentiment. So I was gonna pick Here's to Lifelong Friends. Love it. I love the font. And so we're gonna pick that one. Now let's find it. Okay, I'm not gonna add the sticker for now. We shall do that later. So Here's to Lifelong Friends. Oh, it's this one. There we go. And we're going to grab some basic white. I was going to heat emboss, but then I was worried it was going to be too much color. Although, I don't know. Maybe we can. Because we used the petal in pink. Oh, sorry. Pretty in pink. We used some melon bombo. We used that. So we could. And I was going to put that right about there. Along the edge there. Because I thought that would look good, but let's grab some. Let's grab, then that means we're heat embossing, right? So, let's see how skinny this is. We might have to go with this. We could fussy cut it. That is an option, and she did as well. Oh yeah, block. I'm like, what do I need? What am I looking for? Okay, so I'm just gonna grab some paper or my embossing tools here. And I'm gonna grab we could do it in gold, but I don't think that'll look good. White it is. Because it's white, so I don't want to do gold unless you say otherwise. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Because we're going for it. Okay, so white it is unless you tell me in the next 10 seconds that it shouldn't be. Because I thought gold, but then, I don't know. We could do both and see. Okay, oh, I need Versamark. So, let's grab that. Okay, I'm dabbing lots because, so I forgot to take a picture. Leave it. Oh, awesome. Thank you. I forgot to take a picture this weekend. Kim, are you there? Kim, if you're there. So my girlfriend Kim came over. She was supposed to be with us at Stamp Camp for Snowy Days Stamp Camp. And, or Snowy Wonder Stamp Camp. But she got sick. Oops. So she missed out. And so she came by on Saturday. So we crafted like all day from like 10 till 4. It was lots of fun. So we got her kit done, which was nice. And she's a beginner, and we had lots of fun, and I'm glad she had lots of fun learning some techniques and giving me tips too on helping me clean up and organize my craft room. So I was very appreciative of it. So anybody ever wants to come craft, my home is welcome. Mi casa is your casa. Okay, so now I'm gonna just lift this up. Sorry, I rose you up there because I need some space to heat emboss. And we got quite a bit of a delay, so oops. Okay, just gotta make sure everything's out of the way here. That can melt. Then we're gonna turn on our heat tool. And I'm trying to keep it away so it's not in your ear. I think black would pop more. So we're going to try this, and if it doesn't work, um, I agree. Like once I put the white on, it didn't seem to pop. So we'll see. And the font is so thin but gorgeous. So to emboss it, it is kind of nice, but it doesn't pop out as much either. So let's take a look. I'm bringing you back down. Okay, so there you go. It is very faint, as Barb stated. So it's very light, but maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. Thoughts? Black. Okay, wait, let's try it in black. I'm going to do it that, and then let's do black. And then that way we both know, and you can tell me if you should switch. Now that had Versamark ink on it, so I'm not too worried about cleaning it again. Because it's Versa. And I just got to find where I put my stamp. Oh, there it is. Okay, found it. I'm like, where did I put the stamp? Okay, make sure that's got some good black on it. And then I probably stamped it upside down. There it is. Here's to lifelong friends. So what do you think? Black or white? Black does pop more. I love embossing though. What if we heat embossed in black? Duh! Why didn't I think of that? Why didn't we think of that? Where's my black? Okay, I don't have a container for black. So let's bring out the embossing tool. Dun 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 dun! Genius, ladies, genius. Okay, let's clean that off. Oh, there it is. Put my chamois all the way on the other table. Excuse me for a little bit. Just gotta go get my chamois here. And yes, let's try black embossed. Okay, clean that off. And I'm gonna get this out of the way before we wreck it. And we'll go here. We need our embossing buddy over here. And then we'll just, well, here, I'll do it on the back side in case I just choose to do a straight line instead of fussy cutting. Right? Okay, so Versamark ink. If I was Versamark ink, where would I be? Oh, there. I was telling my girlfriend, I'm like, Kim, I was like, I don't know. When I make cards, it's a mess. When I make a scrapbook page, it's pretty clean. So size must be the issue. Okay, because the space just gets, whew. Okay, we'll put that there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sure. It's very fine, so I don't want to put too much pressure. And then pour that on. And I did put too much pressure on that one side, so we'll get that off. That's easy. That's an easy clean. Look at that. Easy cleanup on that one. Perfect. Okay. Let's get this out of our way so we don't blow powder all over the place. And I'll clean that up later. I'm going to grab my tongs here. And I have to raise you up, so close your eyes. Because I don't have room to bring in my heat tool. Move that out of the way. And then try that. Da 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 da. Okay, we're almost dry. Getting there. Okay, just gonna take a quick look. Yep, there we have it. Okay, now the question is, do we cut it or fussy cut it? So this is gonna sit there. So let's trim that down for now. Because again, do we fussy cut or straight? I'll wait for the delayed response. I say delayed because it's literally delayed. You would think that because I have Valley Fiber now, that the delay wouldn't exist, but the delay is real. Oh, I might have to. Let's see. I think we might have to fussy cut because it's just too boring. Let's move that out of the way. And unfortunately, I'm going to bore you here, but we're not going to go into some major crazy fussy cutting. I'll just leave it high up and a little more on the down low because sometimes I go really into it, but we'll keep it a little more subtle, little less flare, but still just as nice. And as you see, just a reminder, move the paper, not your hand, not the scissors, I should say is probably a better term. And then we're going to bubble out this way and then bubble back in here. Okay. And then curve back up into the sentiment. Okay. There we go. That's much better. Now we could add some gold behind it to bring in that gold that she had in hers. And because I can't find my Winkestyle. Is it here with my sprays? Nope. Thought it was. I usually park it with all my sprays. And it's not there. Now, here it is. Okay. So one of the new items, of course, is the gold thread. So we'll use that and we'll just do a little figure eight. Keep it real subtle because we got the flowers and things going on. So I'm going to grab some tear tape and stick a little strip there. So we have a center, and yes, you can tear this with your fingers, but I'm a little anal and like a little OCD. I like mine. I like the edges to be flush because then it makes it easier to peel. That's just me. So let's see, which way do I want that? Yeah. Okay, I want my figure eight to go this way. So we'll just do a mini, a skinny and a mini figure eight. Don't want it to be too much, but just enough. Let's pull that down a bit. There we go. I just realized I said that word. And then, of course, I might get banned. Okay, we'll see. And I like the fact that this opens up because then it gives it more of a tussle look. So let's try and get that one to open up too. Okay, perfect. And then we'll try and stick some mini dimensionals on the back there. So I'll grab some mini white dimensionals. Got one started here. Oops. put one there, and I'll stick one right there by the ribbon to try and keep it in place. Oh yeah, okay, in there, and there. So I'm super excited too because life has been busy. I'm back to starting my monthly subscriptions of Let's Get Crafty. Uh, and so that is a monthly subscription that you can apply to, and you'll receive a surprise in the mail, kind of like Paper Pumpkin, uh, with a bunch of projects attached to it that will support any scrapbookers and paper crafters, like as in 3D, and then card makers. So, and I'm partnering up with a few people to help get that going and to help me create, and then as well as a bonus class with Anastasia Radloff. So super excited about that one. Okay, ladies, I think we're done, but I feel like it needs one more thing, and that is a little bit of texture, because I just feel like it's a little too straight. After I just finished, you remember at the beginning, I just finished filing this down, and then here I'm ripping it after. Oi. Oh, it is what it is. It's fun. Okay. So yes. Ah, that looks so much better. Okay, we are done. Now let's get that card base, which is this. So we're doing white on white, and it was one sheet of thick basic white. And then this is gonna pop here. I'm still debating if we should add some mini we should add some embellishments. Okay, so we're gonna pop that up. Yes, I did do the straight out barb and I did not like it. So we did go with the fussy cut. I agree with you. It was not pretty. Okay. But the black embossed worked good. Got best of both worlds there. Let's make sure it opens the right way. Done that twice now. Sent out my swaps last week. So I'm glad that's done. And I'm so glad the Canada strike is over as well. Okay, so we also have coming out, which is super cool, a few new embellishments. Just trying to find them all. I had a few more, but I think I put them at the packs. And so there's this and this one. But I think we'll go with this, which is low profile dots. So again, if you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, you can order these right now. And there's a mix. So we've already got the pink in there, so I'm going to add the gold. Love it. Okay, so we've got some gold here, so I think we should put a couple up there and then maybe drop one right around there. So it comes in two sizes? Yep, two sizes. So let's take a small one and we'll put that one here. And then we'll take a big one and drop that one there and drop another one right about there. I think that just adds a little bit more. So there we go. So that is the front of the card. And then we just need to stamp the inside. Okay, so I'm going to put these away. Guess I could have did that after, but we're here. And then for the inside, we'll use just black again, but we won't heat emboss it. And I'm going to use, I couldn't have picked a better friend, or there is, get it? I couldn't have picked a better friend because you picked flowers. So happy to have you in my life. So I'm going to choose, I couldn't have picked a better friend. Okay. And I'm just going to peel that off and then grab a block. Make sure I know which is the top. That's the top. Excellent. Okay, and I'm just going to pick up, grab our memento. Tap, tap, tap. Very fine print. Not complaining, just letting you know. So that way you're aware. And if you want to add this to your wish list for January 7th, you can. There you go. I couldn't have picked a better friend. And then let's see. How much did I mark? Yeah, I didn't mark my stamp set. I'm not as quick as Shell. Oh my gosh. That woman, Shell Anderson. Amazing. So this stamp set is $34. So you're halfway through a free item at Celebration. That's pretty good. Okay, so we are done. So here's the global design project. It had a center point focal, had a lot of splattering and coloring all around, so that's what I chose there. A cutout sentiment, so we have our cutout sentiment. A little bit of gold, so I added the gold there. It looks like she did a fancy kind of thing going on here. Um, but we've just chosen not to. Doesn't work with this design. And then, of course, just stamp the inside. So I hope you enjoyed that. I mean, we could add some pink flowers there. And hope this stamp set inspires you as well. And I can see I'm missing a little bit of yellow there. So I'm going to take that yellow, because look, it worked there. And I'm going to add it right in there. There you go. Cheerio. Ta-da! And no one will be the wiser. And just a wee bit right there. See? Make this blending a little darker. There. All right. There's my finished project. I hope you really enjoyed that. And you can probably, I will hashtag it and do the @Global Design Project so that hopefully they pick it up and share it with the rest of the world. And for sure, it's now shared with you. And then I look forward to Wednesday when we're just going to create some more fun products with some new product and out with old, in with the new, and yeah, and inspires you. So again, if you'd like to join our community, just buy the starter kit, $135, and you can choose from right markers in the stamp set or an extra $41, which is damn good. Okay, so again, don't throw these out and you're like, well, how do I store it? They're masks, so they're like sticky notes. So you can stick them onto, let's say, the back of your stamp set or the front or the inside, like I did on the other one. Or you can take a piece of cardstock and stick that to it as well. And just keep them because they're handy. So again, I kept the other one and stuck it on the inside. So if I ever need it again, it's there. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment. Thank you, Kathy. I'm glad you think it's a nice card. And I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday. Have a great night. Stay warm. And if I don't see you between now and Christmas, have a happy holiday and Merry Christmas. Okay, thanks for sharing. Happy stamping.